What's up, everyone? My name is Chris, and I'm just here due to the fact that I would like to make some YouTube videos and everything, and I just want to introduce myself. Obviously, you already know my name after saying it, but I'll say it again just for people that didn't catch it, which is totally understandable if you're not paying attention or you were doing something. But my name is Chris, and I'm hoping that I can be a part of YouTube's partnership. I'm sorry, I stuttered a lot. I'm not trying to fake it or any way, but just how it is. I'm just nervous. Not sure why. It's just a recording, but I'm still nervous. Anyways, I want to be a part of YouTube's community, and at least try to be. I might not be successful, but at least I tried to be a part of a community that's an alright community. I'm not going to say you guys are great. I'm not going to say you guys are perfect. But you are a community that has problems like everyone else. Especially me. I have problems. I'm not going to lie. Everyone has problems. But it seems like no one's really solving that problem, honestly. There's a lot of drama going on in the YouTube's community, which is... I really don't know how to say this, but pathetic? I don't really know. That's probably the worst introduction ever, to call you guys pathetic. But not everyone is like that in the YouTube community. A lot of you don't really care for the drama, and a lot of you do, which is fine. I watched Keemstar, I think Clown, and let me see what his other name was. What was his name? I'm trying to figure it. Hold on, give me a second. Where is it? Tommy C. There we go. Tommy C. I never heard of Tommy C until like the Drama Alert Baited came out, kind of stuff came together, and I was like, oh, I actually like it. There's a lot of yelling involved. There's a lot of arguments. There's like to take the side to side kind of situation, which is pretty awesome, honestly. But it gets too repetitive for me. I'm not sure if that's the right word to say, but there's a lot of screaming involved, and it's a massive headache when you hear it. And I was like, wow, this is cool in every way. And the phone is ringing. Please ignore that, but I'm not going to edit it out. I'm going to just go leave it in there. But I like it, honestly, in a way. Now, however, I'm not the one that would tune in every day or listen to the video every day to find out what's happening on YouTube, because first of all, I don't like to acknowledge people, like certain people. Now, however, people that need to be exposed, that's a different story. Those people need to be exposed due to the fact that they do wrongdoings. However, the other people that just want attention and you make a drama alert about them, or you make a bait about them, or just get them out there, then that's different. I don't know if that's different or that's the same thing, but to me, it's like, okay, I don't really want to give this person attention because she already got all this attention. Him or her got all this attention already. The only thing you're doing is increasing the intention, but it'll fade away, obviously. I mean, everything goes fade away after time just goes by, but, you know, I would never want to give attention to them unless that's over with. Like, everything, if that was over with, then that might be different. Then I would talk about it, because there's, you know, people are going to be like, oh, we already know about this. I'm like, I know, but I'm just like stating the point about it, you know. Now, I'm not saying bait into them don't do that kind of thing. No, I honestly don't really know a whole lot about the drama, and I honestly don't really care. But that's for those guys to do so, because whoever does tune in about like drama and everything, that is the people that want to go to those guys. Now, I want to try to make my YouTube channel drama-free. At least try. I'm not going to say there won't be any drama. I'm going to try to make it drama free. And hopefully I succeed. But the main idea of me being, that was not me farting, by the way. It was me slapping my leg. Uh, the main idea for me is just being a part of something. Most of my life, I have not really been a part of anything, ever. Not a single one. And have I succeeded in a whole lot in my life? Not really. I really haven't succeeded in too much about my life, but I'm hoping to do so. I want to try different things, and I like gaming. I gamed when I was 7, and I had a really no, I'm not sure what age I was, but I know I was a kid, and I did a lot of that, and I decided that, oh man, what really made me want to be a part of something like that, like, I used to play Yuli's Revenge. That's a Command and Conquer game. I know a lot of you might know it. You might not. That's fine. But I'm just saying what it was. And it was so fun. I was having a blast. Yuli, yeah, I was going to say Yowie. No, Yuli, I think, how you say the guy's name. He was OP, like mind control. Like, I always played him with versing computers. It was just so fun. I would make all these computers hard mode, right? And I would play him, and you just like mind control the hell out of their tanks that rushed you at the very beginning, and you just grind them up for money, or you can use them for battle, one of the two. And it was just great. Like, I had a blast. And I got older. I played on the GameCube. That was fun as hell too. I wanted Super Smash Brothers. I got Super Smash Brothers for Christmas, and I was so hyped about it. I was like, yes! You know, like, I call my friend, and I start saying, hey, man, you want to go play some Super Smash Brothers? You come over here. Let's go play some right now, man. And he got all excited, but he couldn't because it was Christmas, and I understand. Like, you know, as you're a kid, you don't really understand. Like, you're like, oh, man, why can't you? I mean, come on, dude. Dude, you could just walk, you could sneak out, but the parents want to spend time with, their kid, that, they bought them presents and everything. So I was like, damn, like, okay, well, I waited a day or two, and then he finally came over. We started playing Super Smash Brothers. I was like, yeah, this is a blast. I love it, man. I freaking love it. Like, this is awesome. We're playing together, and I think we played that for at least, what was it, 11 hours? I know we did more, but that was just because, you guys probably thinking like, oh, that's nothing, dude. I'm like, to me it was something. And so we played nonstop, and it was awesome. It was a blast. And I don't remember how old I was when we played that on the GameCube. I don't really want to look it up when the GameCube was released, but I can tell you that I think it was around 2000 or something. But we played it and everything, and it was great. So I ended up wanting to do live streaming, and I can't remember how old I was, but I know I hit high school, and people were live streaming their games, like, oh, their gameplay and all that. And I think I got into League. I think I got into League on Season 1 before I started live streaming, or no, before I met live streaming. And I was really good at League. Like, when I first started off playing League, right? I was really good. And I'm not going to say that. I mean, there was a lot of bad players on League. I'm not going to lie. There was a really lot of bad players. I had people with me that were really good at, well, they had experience playing League, and they had the idea of what they needed to do in League. So I was like, oh man, this is actually fun. This is really fun. Now, I'm not saying that because I was winning all my games, or I was doing really good in all my games. I was just having fun. For some reason, I was having fun. For whatever was in that season, or whatever was in that timeline, it was fun. And I like to play Nasus or Twisted Fate. Nasus was really overpowered with the Lantern, because the Lantern allowed you to crit on, I think it was, you were allowed to crit on minions, and if I believe you were allowed to crit on champions as well as life stealing off of them too. So whatever your crit hit, that life steal came back. I was like, damn, this is OP. And I did this only on 3v3. I never did it on 5v5. My friends, or the people that I was playing with, told me, don't do 5v5. Don't do 5v5. I'm like, okay. So that entire season to season 2, I believe, I got bored of doing 3v3s all the time. I was like, oh man, I wonder what 5v5 be like, what's going down there, man? As a person, you decided to click it and play it, just to see how it is. So I finally decided to do so. I didn't know anything. I didn't even know what the meta was, I didn't even know what meta was, in general. So I was like, what? People would, they would call out ADC. I didn't know what the hell that was. They would call out support. Then they would call top, jungle, and mid. And I'm thinking to myself, what the hell are you guys talking about? So, as a newbie coming into the 5v5, I was like, I'll feel. I don't know if I said I feel. I didn't say anything. I just saw how they were doing it, where they were going and all that. So I decided to just roll with the flow. So people were like, yeah, tech support Chris, you should go bot lane, as ADC. So I'm like, okay, well, let's do it. So I go bot lane the very first time, and I don't really know what I'm doing. I know that I had a last hit, and that was it. But I didn't really know what to do after that. I didn't know what objectives were. I didn't know anything about, what my gameplay style was going to be, or what the hell I was doing in general. So I finally knew what to do after that, and I got the hang of it. I lost a lot of games before I got the hang of what I was doing, and I mean a lot. It was ridiculous. I got reported of numbers of times, and I was like, man, okay, there were some games that people they don't worry about it, because they were cool, they were getting into the game also. They were new at it, so they didn't really care. But people that actually were trying to get competitive, they cared. So, anyways, that is all for this session. Bye.